something called plasma. The thing is, I got so fixated on the technical aspects of it that I almost didn't notice something kind of beautiful. I think you'd better step into my cage.
Okay, it's definitely the first time anyone has said that to me.
I'm not surprised. Just hold on to this bar, please. Both hands. Yep. Okay, and... okay, hold on tight and enjoy the show. The coils are firing at such a high frequency that the sparks literally create sound waves as they fly through the air, which is nerdy.
You were listening. I played this song the other night.
These coils are my life. 2 years I'm down here working with them, and they're making their own music, and it was lost on me. I was never able to appreciate it until I met you. I heard you talking about music on your radio show, and I'm sappy.
Tell me what you want.
Federal agents aimed pepper spray at protesters outside of a company in St. Paul. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents say they were conducting a criminal investigation. We have team coverage for you this evening. Our Connor Wright kicks things off with more on this chaotic clash. Connor?
Frank, in just the past few hours or so, we've seen several people show up here to Brotex in St. Paul to retrieve the vehicles of their loved ones who they say were detained by ICE this morning. Now, that federal agency still isn't telling us how many people they detained, but that operation drew fierce backlash. It started around 10 a.m. at Brotex Incorporated in St. Paul. Protesters gathering while armed federal officers entered the building. Those here were alerted by a community network designed, they say, to protect immigrants. After about an hour, many in the crowd walked through the police tape and attempted to stop federal law enforcement from leaving with people they believe were detained inside. Officers respond with force. Protesters then tried to stop 4 cars from leaving. Officers physically moved people out of the way to clear a path while deploying chemical agents. Fellow protesters helped Angela Deeb after an agent pepper sprayed her in front of our cameras.
Physically, my body hurt, but then also, of course, our hearts hurt.
St. Paul police say they were not involved and that they were only notified about a, quote, criminal investigation at a local business ahead of time. The crowds here are convinced this was about immigration.
I mean, these people are not criminals. They are working here, clearly.
This woman says her friend's dad, originally from Mexico and now living in St. Paul, works here. Angelica says her friend couldn't get a hold of him after the dust settled.
Her dad texted her, like, the ICE was here taking them, and they stayed in communication for a little bit, but then he lost his phone, and I don't know what else happened.
Now, we do want to show you this new video we just received from a neighbor in this area before the protests began. It appears to show federal agents handcuffing two people on the roof of this business in St. Paul. But again, no official word from ICE on the number of people hurt or the number of people detained here.
Illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
Extension of the ceasefire. He's maintaining and generously offering a bit of flexibility to a regime who has been completely tarnished because of Operation Epic Fury. There's obviously a lot of internal division. This is a battle between the pragmatists and the hardliners in Iran right now, and the president wants a unified response. And so as we await that response, there's a ceasefire with the military and kinetic strikes, but Operation Economic Fury continues, and the effective and successful naval blockade continues as well of ships and vessels that are moving to and from Iranian ports. We are completely strangling their economy through this blockade. They're losing $500 million a day. The Karg Island is completely full. They can't move oil in and out. They can't even pay their own people as a result of this economic leverage that President Trump has inflicted over them. So he's satisfied with that as we await their response, and we will see. The president has not set a firm deadline to receive an Iranian proposal, unlike some of the reporting I've seen today. Ultimately, the timeline will be dictated by the commander-in-chief and the president of the United States.
Clear then who was in charge in Iran and who the administration is even negotiating with?
Well, we obviously know who we're negotiating with because our negotiating team has sat down with those individuals in person. But obviously there's a lot of internal fraction and internal division, which again just proves the effectiveness of Operation Epic Fury in the first place. Their regime and many of its leaders for nearly 5 decades have been wiped off of the face of planet Earth. So again, the president's offering them a little bit of flexibility because we want to see a unified proposal to the president's very strong proposal. And he's made his red lines very clear. Again, the United States maintains control over this situation, leverage over the Iranian regime. Not only have they been significantly weakened and obliterated militarily, but they are losing economically and financially every single moment that passes with this blockade. So the president is going to continue to lead the free world, to run the United States of America as we await the Iranian response.